you go. Currently, if you don't already know, I'm the current wardrobe stylist for Kindred the Family Soul. So they're my personal clients. So I work with them on a daily basis. So yeah, this is what I do. I love what I do. I'm actually a credentialed image consultant also, which is a little different from a wardrobe stylist. One thing when it comes to wardrobe, we can make you look fantastic, right? That's what a wardrobe stylist do. Make you look fantastic, make you feel beautiful, make you feel great with what you have on. The difference between an image consultant is understanding a why. Two twins can walk into, say, for example, a place and have the exact same dress on, but one of the twins look absolutely and fantastically better, right? Why is that? That's where I can kind of explain. It could be something as simple as the undertones in their skin.
Down here. We can look
Oh yeah, something as, there you go, there you go. Something as simple as, you know, the undertones in their skin, and that's what that is. It's about understanding the why, which a lot of people don't understand. But when we talk images, the why, understanding the why. So that's pretty much who I am and what I do. And you know, today hopefully we have a fantastic fashion conversation because that's why I'm here. And any questions that you have, yeah, we'll just kind of go there. We'll try to answer some and give you some tips and all that good old stuff.
I like it. I like it. So you already know how I feel about it. I woke up one day and decided I'm gonna wear whatever I want, and if it's loud, it's loud, and if it's, you know, whatever, it's whatever, and I don't care. And I don't know. I told you I hit him up. I just got inspired by what is Iris Apatow.
Yes.
And I love her. I was like, how is this lady like 94, 99 and just still kicking it like that? You know, with 90,000 bangles up both arms and chunky jewelry and a red lip and some big old black glasses and sitting there like with a pose. I was like, oh, I could be her right now. You know, so I said, I'm just going to jump right into that. So, and that's how that, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, ironically, Iris, I mean, she's known for being fashionably loud, which is also a look. And so the goal is always not trying to find or follow what everybody else is doing. It's about your personal style. One thing that I always tell people is think of yourself as an artist, right? Your clothes become the paint, right? Your body is the palette. It's about looking at, you know, the clothes you have and starting to put that paint on you. You're the canvas. Start putting it together. And at the end of the day, you look in the mirror and say, wow, I just created a fantastic picture, which you become the artist. You become that Picasso, right? You become that Basquiat, right? And so think of yourself like this, you know, if you know, are looking at your clothes, the only way that you're going to find if it works or not is if you wear it.
Right.
So don't be scared to put it on, and some things are going to, you know, some things are going to work, some things not. Some things you think are going to work, it won't. Some things you don't think will work. And so fashion is ironically something that you have to play around with and take the risks. If you don't take the risks, you don't know what will work.
Right. Well, I know, right? Somebody said put a picture in here, so I'm trying to find a picture of her real quick and put it in the little thing. So Karen Penny Johnson, my girl from back in the day, since she mentioned, she's the first person who popped in and mentioned, don't forget the big girls.
Big girls.
So, you know, how do you feel about, you know, we're just going to go with, you know, 14 and up, was that's what it is.
That's fantastic. And I'm glad that you asked that question. Well, ironically, that's who I work with like right now. I don't call them big girls, so to speak, and it's kind of weird as a gentleman saying big girls, but you know, just me working with you know, women of color who have dynamic figures, right? They are the ones who make clothes look great. Think about it. If you go to a fashion show, you know, designers, you know, they make clothes so they can kind of drape on a model, right? But if you look at it, you really can't tell, you know, what the piece looks like until it gets on someone with figure like hips and, you know, boobs, and it's like, wow, she looks amazing. You don't look at somebody that's no offense to like, right, you know, the slim ones, right, you know, like the size 1 or 2, and say, oh my gosh, she looks amazing.
Right.
The only time that comes up is when you have somebody that has curves.
That's curvy, right.
You're like, wow, she looks amazing, because it accentuates everything. Right. It accentuates your curves, what the body has to offer. It's fantastic.
Right. You can address that one. That's from her.
Don't forget women of all sizes need to make sure they have the right foundation underground. Absolutely. And that's another thing. I call them, well, y'all call them y'all best friends, right? You have to have,
I don't. I don't.
So the thing is, right, when it comes to undergarments, right? I think the biggest mistake that a lot of people make are not really getting the correct undergarments. And sometimes not even wearing them, right? Sometimes they can be uncomfortable, as I heard. You know, men could wear them also. Don't get it twisted.
A lot of men need to wear them. Don't get it twisted.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
They need them too. You know, I think the eye becomes, get pushed on the women because they're the beauty. You know, that's the beauty of yes, the magic, right? But men need them also. But I think even when it comes to your bras, you really need to go somewhere and get a bra that fits you.
Right. But so let's talk about that because, I feel like which I know, the little girls in Victoria's Secret don't know what they're doing.
No,
right. Exactly. So I know Danielle Patterson, she may not talk today. But see, we give Danielle the mic, she gonna roll out. But I know that she shops at a specific spot for her bras. She even uses sometimes, because I've read a post of hers, I hope she doesn't mind me putting it. She put it out there, so it's out there. A bathing suit bra.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I never even thought of that. A bathing suit bra.
Yeah.
I really didn't. Like, oh, okay, it can even go higher in the swimsuit. Yeah. Like, I like that. So there's Soma. I know Soma's good as well. So what are some other places that we should be going and getting measured, and not the Boscovs and the Victoria's Secrets and the things like that?
Right. Well, what I will say, because I don't have the names off here, what I will say is Google and get bras that are specially made for you. And unfortunately, they could become kind of expensive. But when you spend that money and get one that's made specifically for you, you will notice the difference, and it will make your clothes look great, and it doesn't hurt. Sometimes you have the wire under, which kind of bothers you and irritates you, but and then you have sometimes on the back, your shoulders hurt, your back hurt, and you hear the talk of like my back fat and stuff like that. I mean,
it's real. It exists.
Right. It exists. And it's just about making sure that once you get a bra that fits you, you will never you won't go to a Victoria's Secret. Remember, Victoria's Secret was designed or made with the blueprint of the European woman.
Right.
Right. And they are there, the women that's there are there to sell. So they will kind of make things that, okay, this is your cup size, but it doesn't necessarily fit your back. It doesn't necessarily fit your shoulders, how broad your shoulders are. And so when you get to, again, the black magic, as I say, the beautiful magic, black girl magic, man, you need to get stuff that's specific to you, because a lot of the clothes are made for the European body type, even men. You'll find that, men, if you're on, that you go into a store and you'll look at a large. Well, a large, American large, different from a European or Asian large. And so when you talk about, love man?
Got you on.
Okay, good. So when you talk about, I'll go over there in a second. But so when you talk about making sure that your clothes fit, you want to go and make sure your clothes fit to you. So don't think of, you feel like you might have, you don't want to wear the size 12 or the size 14, it sounds too big, but actually a 14 in European is different than a 14 in American sizes. And 14 cuts are different. And so 14 in a Gap may be a little different than 14 in maybe I don't know, a Jones jeans, or, they have a couple different, like a Joe's jeans might be different. Rock paper denim. They have a lot of different fancy jeans, selvage denims that, are just cut differently. And so a lot of people get stuck on the sizes. Don't look at the sizes. If you feel that much about sizes, just cut out the size in the jean. Just cut it out.
I feel that. While he's moving, Danielle put Bare Essentials on Concord Pike in Delaware. We're talking about bras and undergarments.
There we go.
She said, tell Helen, the owner, that she sent you. Again, that's Danielle S. Patterson. Don't forget that part. mybareshop.com. She put that in there as well. Michelle put, if you're buying Poochie and Gucci, you can buy decent bras, no excuses.
That's right.
I'm not buying Poochie, Gucci, or Louis or none of that, but I feel you. Yeah. Kelly said Victoria's Secret works perfectly for her so far. She's never had any better fitting bras outside of VS. All right now.
There you
Fiona said, would you please cover the bonnet controversy? We would love to hear your thoughts.
I had a conversation about this earlier today, right? And it's a dynamic conversation in that we have to separate where we are, right, in terms of fashion, right? So we have to have a conversation of fashion, form versus function. Somebody made the comparison to, women in, say, for example, different cultural, positions. Say, for example, the Amish. Say, for example, Muslim women who may wear like head coverings, who may put on things like that. But again, we're talking cultural versus fashion versus what they call lazy attire,
right?
Right. What they call house attire. Thinking that traditional thinking. Back in the day when we were growing up, your grandma, your mom would not let you come out the house looking like that.
Right.
But again, we're talking about old way of thinking, right? I want to say old, we're talking about traditional. I use the word traditional, right?
Yeah.
And so we have to put all of that in perspective. And because of that, we having two ways of thought or two trains of thought, right? You have the dynamic that we have the millennials, Generation X's, they're coming up. And what they think is cool isn't necessarily what we thought was cool, right? So it's times are changing. And so before this big blow, I guess this fashion move with going outside wearing bonnets, there was this big debate on, I don't know if you remember, it was a white designer that came out with a bonnet and said that this is something that she created and she called it something. I forgot what she called it. And everybody went ballistic. The sisters went ballistic. It was like, sister's been doing this a long time,
Yeah.
But what happened was, you had people starting to write.
Right.
Fashionable, who makes things fly, who makes things fashionable are the brothers or the sisters. We make everything fly. But what makes it fashionable are the editors, are the writers. Because they say they can go in Vogue, they can go in W Magazine and start writing up, this is going to be the next hot thing.
Right.
But we've been doing this a long time, right? So it has to be this true discourse, this true conversation on the why. Remember, now I'm talking as an image consultant. Why are you wearing it? It's the why. Are you wearing it just to run outside? Are you wearing it to protect your hair? Right? If you're wearing it, if you purchasing the bonnet to protect your hair, then you only going to bed with it. You only wearing it to go to bed. That's it. You're wearing it as leisure attire. You're in the house. That's all you're doing, right? But some people wear it as a fashion statement. So that's when you'll see the bonnets that had the bows on it. That's where you see the bonnet because they didn't make bonnets like that before.
Right.
But now you're seeing bows. You're seeing the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, the printed bonnets. And so to a degree now they're considered like fashion statements, right? And so the thought process of where we think of or what we think about certain things change. Because before, remember, we came from an era of, now pivoted to the men. We came from an era of baggy jeans, right? Big baggy jeans. Remember the oversized white tee and stuff like that?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And people couldn't understand how you wearing these oversized stuff. But if you look at today, it's complete opposite.
Right. It was ugly. You're right, Queen. It was ugly.
So now you have guys wearing super tight pants below their butt, letting their underwear show, and super tight clothes. So it went from oversized to super skinny. But I don't know if you know the trends that's happening right now. Things are they're starting to get big again, starting to get loose again.
I don't like it. It's ugly. It's ugly. I'm gonna tell you that as far as real quick. One of the women, just so you guys know, in case you're writing stuff down, someone said, Sade said, Adore Me has worked perfect for her. She loves it.
She's talking about the bras.
The undergarments,
right.
And Karen said they're pretty good. Michelle said a head wrap and a scarf are two different things. It's also the way you wrap your head, you wrap it around your head. Right. So so I just feel like, even if it's the bonnet thing and you don't want to take it off, just wrap them all, hook it up.
Listen, our people, our ancestors been wrapping their head. You can do your research and see what our indigenous, like the ancestors, the people in Africa would wrap their hair. In fact, it would show status. Right. It would show your level of status back then. It's just, what is your perception of what looks good and what doesn't, right? What's fashionable, what isn't? And it comes to what position or what side of the field you're sitting on. Because the younger group, the younger generation right now will debate someone older and say, no, this is fashionable.
Right.
This is what
They
I want
sure
to
will.
do.
They
So
will.
to them, at this point, they're setting the trends, right?
Mhm.
So whether you like it or not, it is what it is. For me, you know, again, I come from like an old way. I mean, I refuse, and I'll put this in context, ladies. All the ladies that's talking. As a man, I identify, right? As a man, and I will identify to say that I acknowledge the patriarchy of men, right?
Mhm.
Although I'm a black man, and I also won't stand on a platform and say women should do, right? I can't do that. But out of the context of image and fashion, if you ask the question, then I speak from that context, right?
Right.
And so I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there, not to say that y'all supposed to do X, Y, and Z, but in the fashion, the conversation, of the discourse of fashion and the why behind fashion, I'll talk from that perspective.
All right. I like it. I like it. So you were getting ready to start with trends.
Trends.
That's what you were getting ready to start talking about.
So trends. Some of the biggest trends right now is color. I know you're seeing it, the yellows, right? We're doing some of the teals, you know, it's a lot of neons that's coming out right now. And I don't know if you're not seeing, you know, if you're seeing it or not, but they're not even doing like skinny jeans anymore. And that's from both men and women. So it's starting to go back to I don't know if you remember the saying fun and flirty.
Mm-hmm.
Fun and flirty, little loose, you know, the swings, and that's where a lot of things are going. You'll hear the oversized, you hear like father jeans. You know, I don't necessarily like them too much.
We don't like mom jeans.
Yeah, I don't really like them.
If you ever see me with a pair of mom jeans on, I swear somebody better blow my inbox messenger audio up if you don't have my phone number. Okay, I'm not playing with any of y'all. Any last one of y'all, you better call me.
The industry, and again, in terms of fashion, the industry says different, right? The oversized blazers, you know, the father blazers, the grandfather blazers, the swaggets and things of that. That's where the industry is going in terms of what is in the know, what's going on, and we're in the year of the sneaker now, right? Before it was the Hill, the supersized Hill, the platforms. Now we're going into the sneakers. So now you'll see like the Balenciagas, you see the Gucci, you see the Fendi sneakers, the Dior's. You see a lot of people wearing sneakers or the ugly, super like clunky. I call them clunky sneakers.
Right. Yeah.
You know. But again, whether I like them or not, I'll just say this: I would never wear a clunky sneak, right? But you know, I'm still into the sneakers, so I do own like some Gucci's and some, you know, some Dior's and things of that.
Well, I ain't throwing those on, but I will throw on some Nikes and some Adidas.
There you go.
Okay, you know, that's all. I may borrow somebody.
Nike, believe it or not, is number one in sneaker. Are number ones in the sneakers. So yeah, the Forces, the Air Forces,
right?
You know, the Jordan ones. I mean, Nike, Adidas. You know. You got the Yeezys, of course, distribution through Adidas. So Kanye, he's doing a lot of different things, and the Crocs right now. Crocs are big.
Rockets. Don't let me take it off right up in here, because you know I got a pair on.
Crocs are big. There you go, Independence. And believe it or not, it's a black company that does a lot of them. I forgot the name of the company, but
Steve Madden just came out with one. Did you see that? I said, okay, wait a minute. This is what we're doing now. His doesn't have the strap around it. It's just the Croc shape itself and all that. But he came out. He just came out with one.
Believe it or not, the new Yeezy looks like a Croc.
Really?
Looks like a sneaker Croc.
Was it $1,000?
I don't know.
I was gonna see. I went on Google. Was it $1,000? Oh my gosh. I know it's high heels always. I know. I almost killed myself yesterday at the river deck trying to not step in between the deck things with my stilettos on. It took me 2 hours and I went right into my Crocs and said, okay, we're going to forget this.
All right, so they 119.
I only like the slide Crocs. I went gibbets crazy. I didn't get those yet. I'm going to get some. Tiffany Bacon had on some. She said I inspired her to buy them. So I do like them. But yeah, it's stilettos forever. I don't care. I just don't care. This is what we're doing. Yeah, them Jeezy things are probably about $1,000.
No, it looks like 119 on this site, but I said that's not a lot.
I'm loving the Crystal Waters styles too.
You see, McCool's now? Yeah.
You hear me? I'm loving the Crystal Waters style suits. Definitely making a comeback.
Yep.
That's from Fiona.
Absolutely. Again, fashion is cyclical, right? Fashion is out and then it comes in. Things that we didn't like before coming back in. I mean, believe it or not, when we would hate on, or just recently we would hate on men wearing tight jeans. But if you think of like the 80s, like the early 80s doing like Beat Street and Break, if you look at the leads they had on, they were super tight.
They were tight. They were tight.
Super tight, right? The two-tone jeans, they were super tight. And so things go out, things go in. It's just another twist. But again, we make everything hot. We make everything sexy.
I don't ever want two-tone jeans to ever come back ever for the rest of my freaking life.
That's coming out. And
Stonewash. And it's funny because two-tones came out when maybe a couple years ago. I saw them on some site and I was like, "Yo, we're not doing this. We are not doing. We're not. If they doing that, then why don't Sassoon and Jordache just come back real quick? What's up? I mean, I'm just saying.
They just might. they just might, right?
Let's bring them back real quick.
Can you see that? Let me see.
Oh, see, I don't know how to do what he did, so I see it bumping all into the Zoom. Okay, what the heck is that?
That, I mean, if you look at it,
it's very similar to a croc, but how do I even put my foot in that?
Well,
can y'all see that? Yeah, it's on my screen.
Oh, so can they see it?
Can you guys see the picture of the Yeezy that he's putting up there? Just nod your head yes. Yes.
Oh, she can see it.
Said yes. So yeah. That thing, yeah, somebody said they look like the wall freshener holder.
Yeah, it does. Right. It does. But again, that's where everything is going. The Yeezy look like a futuristic crop. You know?
Oh wow, yeah, they're not cute at all.
It's not, but again, we don't think it's cute, right? Let's stop sharing. We don't think it's cute. But you want to start seeing, you know, like the younger generation wearing it, and they're going to dictate what's hot and what's not.
Right.
But then you have some like that's like, no, that ain't good money.
Right. Oh my gosh. I'll do some Stonewash jeans though. I get it, Quita. I don't know. I'm into the bright colors.
The space age crop. Yep, the space age crop.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Like something out of Flash Gordon back in the day.
Right, a space age crop. That's funny, and they look cute on some people's feet.
Well, see,
you know, you have to put it on first and see. You never know.
They're the people who will push the trend, right?
Right.
You put it on, put it together, and somebody like, oh, that don't look too bad.
Right. That's how it's gonna start.
And that's how
it's gonna start. That is exactly how it's gonna start. Now, if anyone has any specific questions, definitely type them in that chat because I don't have to like start it as far as what we're talking about.
Do you want the hand raising? Do you want the hand raising so they can come on?
Oh, what you mean? Oh, I don't care. But some people are just have a picture frozen. So
okay.
You know what I'm saying? If they can type in the chat if they feel like it, because that seems like it may be easier.
If you want to ask any questions, you can just raise your hand and we can take you off the mute.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can take you off the mute that way. Okay, Kelly got one. You taking her off? Kelly Smith.
She ain't got questions.
You heard him? I know.
No, she didn't hear me.
She didn't hear you. She heard him.
I just took you off. I asked you to go off mute.
Be quiet, Chris. I heard you shade. Okay. So I have a question.
Take yourself off of mute.
She's not on mute.
I'm not on mute.
Where'd she go?
She's right.
I'm here. I'm right here. Hi, Roxy. Hi, Charles. Hey, Chris.
Chris, what you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Can you guys hear me?
Hold on, Kelly. We don't hear you. I want to hear what you have to say. No.
Yeah, because she's not muted.
Oh, so while we try to get her,
Michelle put, what about no, she put I can hear her. So while we're waiting for her, Michelle Monroe typed in, what about no white after Labor Day debate? I'm old school.
That's done. That's done and over with. Done and over with. I mean, you won't see the I guess the winter white, but you'll see like the off whites, the eggshells, kind of the creams. That whole idea of, again, we're fashion was made to break the rules,
right?
And you'll start to see a lot of white, especially this summer. You'll see a lot of white. I'm almost positive there. But you want to see like a lot of neons. That's where everything is going, like the yellows, the hot pinks, the fuchsias, things of that nature. You'll see a lot of that. Reds, some bright reds.
Okay, Kelly, can you hear us? Can you talk?
Hello, can you hear me?
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Roxy. Hi, Charles. And hi, Smart Behind Chris. I have a question. I've always been interested in trying a style that's way outside my box just to see, just to kind of push me. how do I go about discovering that without, spending a lot of money? I mean, would I need to like consult with someone like you, Charles, or how do I do that correctly, if that's the right word?
Yeah, you can consult with somebody like me. Anybody who would like to get in contact with me, you can see me on my Instagram at Charles Gregory. Real simple, but this is what I try to tell everyone. Right, the way that you do something like that, I can't see Kelly. Where did she go?
She's
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
The way that you do something like that is look at some pictures, Google pictures, look at the pictures, see what look you like, take that picture and try to emulate it. Real simple. If they have one like Gucci or a high designer, like don't worry about the design. Just get something that's similar. It's always about the look. Because I can tell you, it's some people that will dress in almost $50,000 worth of clothes, but then I know people will go to the corner like thrift shop
Right.
and look $1 million. So it doesn't matter, right? It's not about the designer. It's always about the look. So get a picture, go to Google something that you really like, and then play around with some of that look. You might see something that's orange, but you might have something in your closet that might be pink or fuchsia. It's still the same thing, it's just a different color. But play around with the color, right? And if you really want to go there to make sure the color is correct, I will go into, say, for example, a lot of MUAs, a lot of makeup artists can tell you the undertones in your skin, the color, because you can kind of make sure that you buy and purchase the colors that's right for the undertones in your skin, right? And that's what will really make all of the colors and everything look fantastic then. But I would say go to Google some pictures, look at some famous celebrities. In fact, when I do a consultation, one of the things that I ask them is, what are some of the looks that you like? Find some of the celebrities that you really like the look of, send me some of the pictures, because what that tells me is the look that you like or where you would like to go. And then I use that as a blueprint and go from there.
Okay.
Hopefully, the question,
Tiffany Ralph said, try looking in Pinterest as well.
Pinterest,
Yeah,
all of it. Instagram, Pinterest, all of that. Yep.
Can I do a search on, because it's more like I'm not like a label person. Like I don't follow fads. I've never been like that. But it's
No, you're not looking for designers. You're going to type up or look up, I don't know, pencil skirt, right?
Okay.
And when you look up pencil skirt, you scroll through the pictures and you'll see a color like, oh, I like that color, right? And so how you play around with colors. You just don't worry about designers. Just worry about the kind of clothes that you want to wear and use that as a blueprint.
Okay. All right.
Quita has a question.
And where can I find you on Instagram?
Charles Gregory.
I don't have a question.
Type your Instagram in.
Oh, sure. Go ahead, Quita.
No, I don't have a question. I was going to piggyback off of somebody, but I think you already did.
Okay. Yeah, Fiona said, I follow several bloggers on Instagram and I'm trying to find those who have a similar body type as her.
Yes, that works too.
You know,
Understanding your body type is real big. I mean, it's different body types. You got ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph.
what the heck is morph? What is that? What is that?
That's the term, Roxy.
Okay,
He not being funny. That's the term.
I don't like the term.
No doubt.
Endomorph, altromorph, morph, what?
Yeah. So pretty much it's just saying, do you have a athletic body type? Right?
Okay.
That's a body type. Do you have I guess a round,
A lean?
body?
Right, like pear.
Exactly.
Okay, well then I'd
That's all
rather
it
you
is,
just
right?
say that than
Are
get
you
me all
slender? Do you have a
confused.
slender body type? That's all it is. It's just
Or
that's
are
just
you
the technical
curvy?
term.
Right,
Are you
okay,
curvy?
well.
Yeah. So
Okay.
look at look. That's why I say go to the
That's it.
celebrity. You have a lot of celebrities that's out there that have their page, right? And they already have stylists that understands their body type. So when you see them on a red carpet or you see them out making an appearance, they're already dressed to the nines because you have a stylist there making sure they look good. So when you see that celebrity and they kind of have your body type, you know that maybe this may fit me exactly like this if your body type is similar to that celebrity that you're wearing. Now, the one thing that I will always say is if you are, say, for example, a size 2, right? You can't wear anything that somebody that is size 14 is wearing and look that way, and vice versa, right? If you're a size 14, 16, 18, I even dressed somebody that was a 24 before, right? If she's a 24, she can't wear the same thing that Rihanna's wearing, right? That is, of course, if you worried about the way that it looks on your body type. Now,
she can wear it,
she can
but it's
wear
not
it.
going to look how it looks on Rihanna.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
So
right.
that's why I want to make sure. I see Quita, hold on 1 second. So that's why I say to everybody, you can wear anything that you want. It's about what are you trying to convey? Because, all right, I'll answer Quita. I'll let Quita finish, but we'll go into the psychology of fashion in a minute, right? But as I stated, you can wear anything that you want. It's about the look that you're trying to convey. Go ahead,
Right.
Quita.
Wait a minute, real quick, Quita. My land said there are also some nice consignment shops, and they have
Right.
large selection, and some are which are designer and others aren't. But you can get a nice selection and ideas as well.
Absolutely.
Tiffany also said, I also look for people with my body type on YouTube fashion hauls.
Yes, that works.
So
too.
there are some other outlets just to check some things out as well. All right, go ahead, Quita.
I was just piggybacking off of Charles Gregory, because I am a hairstylist and I understand what he's saying, that someone, you can wear whatever you want, but I can tell you now that most people, if they're 14 and they saw that outfit on a size 2 person, in their mind, they have become that size 2 person. I don't care what you tell them. It's just like hair. They'll see a style and they have black hair, but when they saw it, it was in platinum. And then they think it's supposed to look exactly like that. And the color, makes a change. The size and the body type, since we're talking about clothes, that makes a change. But I'm only speaking for women. I don't know how men think, but women don't get it in their head that, for one, you're not that person, and for two, it's not going to look exactly the same. So I don't know. I feel like you addressed it, but somehow you gotta have another Zoom to tell these women that even though I just told y'all can wear whatever y'all want to wear, you have to understand there's going to be some difference because of color, because of size, because of style.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the problem that I think that's where the conflict happens in fashion, right? Because we see something that we like, but it won't necessarily work. Because I had this problem, especially with Big and Tall Men, right? They may see something that maybe a Jamie Foxx or Usher, somebody might be wearing, right? But you might be, I don't know, maybe 6'2",
Right.
6'2", maybe 240, 300.
That's different.
Usher won't look the same on you.
Right. Right.
As the look that you're trying to convey, right? And so that's where we start to get into what Quita was talking about. That's the psychology of fashion, right? And I'll go a little bit into that, right? Because all clothes are nonverbal communication, right? And this is the image side. Your clothes are nonverbal communication. And what the person is wearing is what they initially see. And we process this information and make judgments about the wearer, right? Is it okay? Isn't it okay? I mean, you can debate about that, right? But what you're trying to convey may not be what you're communicating, right? It may not be accurate to what you're trying to communicate. And so we really have to think about that and say, okay, well, I am bigger, but at the very least, I like the color. I could get something similar,
Right.
but not actually what that person is, right? Or what that person is wearing. And we have to think of it like that. All clothes are nonverbal. Case in point, I'm gonna describe something to you, and you tell me what that is. All right?
Okay. We're gonna see how that works out.
I'm sure she'll get it right. You see a person walking down the street. I'm not gonna tell you this person is. You see all blue, a nightstick, a hat, and a badge.
Okay.
Who is that?
It's a police officer.
Police officer. Right? The police officer. All right, I'm gonna throw another one out there. You see a stethoscope, a white lab jacket.
It's a doctor.
It's a doctor, right? I didn't tell you who that was.
Right.
How do you know?
What they were.
Yeah, how do you know what they were? I'm asking.
Yeah, what they're wearing.
What they're wearing, right? So clothes are nonverbal. That's all nonverbal, right? And so we have to go outside when we go in our closets. We have to think that, you know what we're wearing isn't us. It's not just us.
Right.
When we go out, we're saying something with our clothes.
Right. Right.
We're not having a conversation. We're saying something about our clothes. So when we get dressed, we need to think about what are we trying to convey? Are we saying that, I want everybody to see me? Are we saying that we're conservative? We have people that say that they're not into fashion. So what they wear may be an old blue sweater or something like that because they want to protest against fashion.
Right.
Not knowing that it was people in the lab creating clothes just like that for people saying that they want to protest against fashion. This is all outlined for everybody, right? It's all communication, it's all psychology, that's all clothes are, right? You see me with this hat. If I took this hat off, right, took the glasses off, I probably would just look like a regular person, look disheveled. I put this back on, right? I put the glasses on, I'm somebody completely different. But I know that that's a nonverbal communication. So when you're getting dressed, that's what you want to try to say to yourself. You want to say to yourself, what am I saying today? What am I trying to convey to the people who look at me? And that's how we get dressed.
Now, Lisa had commented, again, fashion doesn't look well on every, and then she put body and quotes. Danielle put, how are you able to provide this advice in this age of no body shaming? Yeah. Basically, everybody is on YOLO, even if it looks a mess, we are supposed to validate it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And again, you know, everything is sensitive now, right? Yeah. And so that's why even with this conversation, I have to put in context. Like, yo, I can't tell, especially when it comes to our sisters, I can't tell you what to wear, right?
Right.
But if we want to talk through the context of fashion and image, then I'll make sure that I preface that I'm talking through fashion and image.
Right.
I'm not talking to you as a sister, oh, you're supposed to wear this.
Right.
Because of the quote unquote cancel culture, because of the conversation and narratives. And, you know, people are really sensitive. So, I mean, it's being able to identify that, you know, and address it and say that, yeah, as a man, that I have to acknowledge that, you know, I play some part, you know, because I'm a man. Right. Just by virtue of me being a man,
right. That's it. That's it.
Gotta acknowledge it.
Absolutely. Jackie put a good point.
No doubt. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. What else? I'm trying to think of we're not even going to discuss like Kitten Hill stuff because I'm not into it. So we're not gonna have that conversation.
That's we're not gonna have that conversation.
Back. I don't like it.
The small hills, that's actually coming back. But you know what? The funny thing, ironically, we're going into, remember, I said we're going to the age of sneakers, right?
Right.
That's hot. This year is the age of sneakers, the year of sneakers. So because of that, a lot of that comes out of the pandemic. We've been in the house. So now people are wearing things that's comfortable. That's why things are getting.
Because women got to get back to used to wearing stilettos because y'all ain't worn them in a year. You know,
I mean, if they
I've been wearing them, but I'm just saying. I saw some people post like, "Whoa, wait a minute, I got to get used to this again." You know, and in my head, I'm like, "Huh?" Yeah, but you know, everybody's situation has been different during COVID.
It has been, but that's what shapes. That's also what shapes fashion. I mean, if you talk about during the era of, I think, World War II, World War III, you know, the military look came out of that. So that's where we started wearing, like, now to this day, you'll see people with the epaulets, the broad shoulders, the military. I still wear that. That's probably my favorite look. But when it comes to,
that's always going to stay.
Yeah, it's going to stay. But it came out of that because before, women wasn't even allowed to look that masculine. Right.
Janet Jackson busted right out on that joint.
Yeah. So it's real. So when we talk about what shapes is form versus function, you know, what shapes what you have on, a lot of it is what's going on at the time. So you'll see a lot of, I mean, if you see, even Beyonce came out with, I think it's Ivy Park or something like that.
Right.
Right. So you want to see a lot of people wearing, like, you know, the tights that's athleisure wear, as they call it. Athleisure wear.
That's killing me too.
See, yeah, but I mean, it's getting fancy.
I get it. I get it.
What is this fashion? You want to talk fashion? We can talk what we don't like.
I know. Yeah. Fiona said business up top and a party or leisure down below. What she's been doing.
That's real. But just I would like to hold on that right there, full stop, right? But if you look at how even weddings are happening now, you would see somebody in a full tuxedo with a pair of chucks. Right? And so that's how it started. Everything is starting to migrate. You start to this hodgepodge of fashion, like formal versus leisure, and that's where you start to put all these pieces together, and that's how it works.
And and with the wedding thing, you know, this is my bias thing, because this is where I'm really old-fashioned and old school. You know, somebody posted this in reference to these proms just today. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, but they posted something like, you know, these girls are getting these dresses made. You know what I mean? Now they, you know, $500, $600, $700, $1,000. And all you got to do is run a quick tux real quick and you put on a pair of sneaks. You know, like, hold on, wait a minute. You know, girls getting their hair done is costing you $300, $400, $500. You know, I'm like, that's, you know, so I feel like the same way with the wedding. If I'm paying whatever I'm paying for a dress, whether it be $2 grand, 1,500, or 10 grand, whatever it is, and you're renting, let's use that word again, renting your tux for the wedding, and you're throwing on sneaks, bruh, we got a whole situation right here.
That's fine.
We got a whole situation. You know, if I'm gonna do that, then your moms must be paying for my dress. We're gonna have a whole situation.
A lot of that,
Something's got to
but
give.
you know what? And I'll just say this, right? A lot of that is based off of one tradition, but also based off of the tradition that the woman is supposed to be the focal point.
I
The woman is
understand
supposed to be beautiful, right? And we can help her make look
You need
fantastic.
to match my fly though. If I'm fly in an $8,000 gown and my hair was $600 to put this joint on.
But when we talk formal, it's only but so quote unquote fly.
True.
Before we get into like dinner jackets, or we get into a tuxedo is just that. It's just a basic tux, black and whites. Right? You can get some in colors now,
I
but
get it,
basic
but
tuxedos is black and white.
I know.
And so when we look at the sisters, that's the focal point. You want her to be that,
I
as
get
they say,
it.
you know what I'm saying? She
My
walked down the aisle. Yeah.
Too big. It's like, no, I'm just
It's about her. So, but we got the fellas that's getting more knowledgeable when it comes to fashion. So you're starting to see them look just like the girl, right? Look just like his prom date. And so you'll see his blazer made out of the same thing that her prom gown is. And so you're starting to see a lot of that.
Yeah. Hold on, Quita. Kelly Smith put, I've been wearing my heels in the house. I couldn't wait for the pandemic to be over. LOL. I know that's right.
And I'm gonna full stop on that. And I'm gonna tell you, ladies, do that. Do that. Listen, this is another tip I'm gonna give you. Get fully dressed. Just take a day, grab your girlfriend over, get fully dressed, right? Take a picture. Throw something else on. Take a picture. Throw something else on. Take a picture. At the end of the night, you'll have something that you can refer back to as an archive to say when you in those crunch times, hey, I need to put something on. What's going to look great on me? You know what?
Right.
This looked fantastic on me. Now you have something to just throw back on, and that's what I say all the time. Use that as your archive.
Our producer's over here raising his hand.
Use that as a fellas too.
I work at a law firm. I used to wear suits every day.
Yep.
I can't wear my suit. So for a whole 365 days plus. So one day I got up and just put on the suit and came down here and sat. We had a Zoom meeting at work, and they said, "What you got a suit on for?"
Right. This is what we used to do.
Yeah, but guess what? That button started getting tight.
I was like, wait a minute. Kelly also put, I love the mixing of styles in one outfit.
Yep, that's right. That's fashion. That's becoming a trendsetter. Like that's what trendsetting is looking at what's probably cool, what's hot, and then saying, how can I put a twist to it? Right. What makes you comfortable? Maybe you can be tight up here, but I need to be a little bit more loose down at the bottom. Now you're mixing the image, you're mixing the look, and it's saying like, wow, now you fashion forward.
They put, my best friend had custom chucks made, and they went nicely with his tux.
See?
Okay.
The chucks is good. Somebody else said, I gotta say, she said,
Danielle.
she said, who cares about you? It's about her.
It's all about me. That's right. I do this. Absolutely. I even do makeup looks to fall back on when I'm rushing. I know Danielle does that. I know that for a fact. She put, who cares what he looks like? We're talking about wedding. It's all about me. I know. I care though. Y'all know how I am. I got this whole vision. I care. I want to be able to look at him just like he's looking at me and be like, damn, I love him.
But the wedding wasn't about the wedding.
God. That's how I feel. Go ahead, Guida.
Y'all about to make me forget all three of my ideas. So one of them was laughing at Danielle talking about who cares about him, it's about me. That was funny. And then Roxy, I was just piggybacking off of you like 30 minutes ago when you were talking about the wedding dress and him written his tuxedo. But remember, if you really take it back old school, it really was where the woman wasn't getting her dress made and bought. Remember, it was being passed down. So if it was being passed down and him written his tuxedo, then that would work. And then the last thing was, I don't never look at nobody. My entire life, I never looked at anybody to follow a trend. I just wear whatever I think look nice on me. I don't know what that's called. I never look at nobody to see what I should be wearing. ever, my whole life. So what's that called, Charles Gregory?
She said, "What's that
I
called?
know.
You're a
I
trendsetter."
just got my own style, whatever looks decent on me.
Yeah, but see, that's when you have somebody that's a free spirit like that, it doesn't matter what nobody else says. It's what do I like, and this is what I want to wear. But when you're considering what a fashionista is, right? That's somebody who's following the fashion trends, right? So they have to look a certain way to say that I'm in the know, right? But you have stylists like me. I don't necessarily follow a trend. I might put a couple, elements together and say, okay, this is what's hot. Like, I mean, right now, these hats right now are hot. But I wouldn't normally sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I don't follow anyone. I think, I have my own style, and that became hot.
Right.
I always, it's a couple people went to school. I've always been this way. So it never stopped. I've always been one of the fly guys of the crew. Always been one of the cool guys.
Right.
I mean,
it is what it is.
So that's your signature, right? The hat. Yeah, I know. For years.
Yeah, it is. Danielle said it's called self-awareness.
Yeah, self-awareness.
That's it. That's it.
Know thyself.
Right.
Once you know thyself, anything on you will look fantastic.
And once you're comfortable,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you see something that's like, you know what? I don't know if that'll work, but I want to try it. I want to rock that. You know what I mean? You put it on, you're like, I'm not sure. That's because of your lack of confidence as well. You don't lack that confidence. You put it on, you're like, you know what? I don't even care. Yeah. I feel like it's comfortable on me. And then you just go and it worked. People are always gonna have something to say.
All the time.
So
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
I
know Queen got another question, but somebody asked earlier, have I ever, I don't know if she was talking about me in terms of styling, but she said, have I ever put something on somebody and it didn't work or didn't look good?
Right.
Absolutely. But that's when you pivot. I have went out and pulled a complete look, about 3 different looks with somebody who, in my head, I thought it would work. Mm-hmm. But when I put it on, it just didn't work. So what I did was, let me see the closet. Now I'm going in the closet, pulling stuff that worked and just pulling the whole piece together. It's about the pivot. Everything won't work the way that you think it will work. Mm-hmm. So you have to look and say, what is the image or what's the message that I'm trying to convey? Am I trying to snatch her up and give her that look? I'm trying to make her look comfortable. Where is she going? That also matters. Is she performing or is it an appearance? Is she doing daytime or is she doing evening? Mm-hmm. It's one of those two. So you have to style accordingly. So I do that all the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anybody else have any questions?
I didn't have a question. Just piggybacking off y'all. I was gonna say, and I'm not saying this to be cocky. Y'all know me. I mean, Roxy and Charles Gregory, y'all know me. But I feel like I already know that I look nice in my clothes before I ever even have to get the approval from anybody else. So I was piggybacking off of you, Roxy. So it's never where I'm waiting. You were saying like how people lack confidence. It's never where I'm waiting for somebody to tell me I look nice. If I look bummy, I already know that when I walked out the door. If I look fly, I already know that when I walked out the door.
And ironically, and just to follow that up for those who are listening and maybe struggling a little bit and listen to what Quita said, she knows that because she has been putting together looks, is kind of banking information banking, right? Mm-hmm. And so she has been putting on clothes so long that she knows what works for her.
Right.
And so the only way that you can do that is if you put clothes on and continue to do it. Oftentimes we put one item on and say, okay, this works. And then you do that all the time. No. Get something, put it on. If it works, cool. Take a picture of it. Now try a completely different look. Mm-hmm. Then try another completely different look. You don't know if it works unless you put it on.
Right.
Some people are scared to try it. No, when you're in that luxury of your own home, just do it. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. And then you start to understand that my repertoire is getting pretty big here.
Right.
And so that's how that works.
Right. Sade posted in the thing that she wears high split skirts and crop tops out of the country.
I love it.
But when she's home, she's more reserved.
But again, that's how she feels, right?
I feel that. I get it.
How she feels. I mean, she can.
She'll get to that point. She'll get to when her little boy grows up. She'll get to that point where it's like, hey, wait a minute. Let me wear this right here. Hey.
But fashion is made for that.
Right.
Fashion is made for
Right.
whoever that individual is, and you just make it happen like that. Fantastic. Man. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Any other direct questions or something?
Yeah, any direct questions for me? You got a question, a burning question that you had? I'll give you another tip. Have a girl, like a little girl's night out, right? Have it at your house. Tell them, this is another thing when we talk about, having a wardrobe or having clothes in your closet that you don't wear, you feel like, just doesn't look right on you. Have a girl's night out. Take all your clothes over to your girlfriend's house. All of y'all do it. Go to one house.
It's called a swap party.
The swap party.
Swap
That's
party.
what I say. Yeah, the swap party.
That's all it is. But now you have a completely different wardrobe.
Right.
A lot of people don't do that. They don't even think about it. They have clothes in their closet. They say 90%, this is really high. 90% of women still have clothes in their closet with tags on them.
And shoes.
They say, and shoes. That's real, right? But it is usually something that you guys are nervous about wearing, or you don't know how to kind of wear it.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the only way you'll find out is if you put it on and play around with certain things. You might have this fantastic belt, but you don't know how to belt this dress right? But you wait until you get ready to go out to see if it works. No, you do it on your downtime when you're sitting on the couch and you watching TV. Just do something for yourself. Y'all gotta really start treating yourself. I mean, this is what it is. But that's another quick tip.
Yeah,
Man.
Danielle put, we do clothes. She does, her and her friends do clothes swaps every season. 12 women, varying sizes, bring it all.
Fantastic.
The host gets the leftover for Goodwill for a tax deduction.
Love
I
it.
like that.
Love it. That's
I
a
like
great
that.
one.
Yeah,
Love
that's
it.
a good one.
Yep.
I like that. I like that at all. And don't forget, Sade put accessories make the outfit as well. We all, yeah.
We all know that's the
Yeah.
let me tell you, that right there is the key to wardrobe styling, period. It's always about accessories. And one of the tips that I say to the future, wardrobe stylists who, want me to mentor them, is all about the accessories. Because again, you can get, an oversized, say for example, Roxy came to my closet, right? And she see this, I don't know, this oversized shirt, right? She goes in there. She could change that shirt in 5 different ways, just simply by either belting it, tying it, hanging it off or something, putting it over another crop top or something like that. It's all about how you accessorize the piece. The accessories is key to being a wardrobe stylist. There's no rap about it. No rap about it.
Kelly put, I have tags on clothes and shoes because I know that they'll be ready for them whenever I'm ready to rock with the right outfit.
And it will still be in your closet like it is
That's
today
right.
because you didn't put it on and try to see if it will work for that special item. Another tip, ladies, do not go to the store and just buy shoes. You don't buy shoes and match the outfit with the shoes. No, you get your outfit first and then go out to buy your shoes. Because you will never
that ain't
find.
gonna happen.
I know. That ain't gonna happen. Right?
They buy the shoes first.
They buy the shoes first.
Oh, yeah, I
Because-
bought like 4 pair of shoes the other day.
But you
and be
get
like,
the
I'm gonna
outfit
figure
first.
it out.
You get the outfits, but see, that's the problem.
But I
Right
figure
there.
it out though.
Some
But
people,
if it's on sale and I got Macy money
everything is on sale.
and all of a sudden I got these
Everything
one Betsy
will
Johnson
always be on
shoes
sale.
that was supposed to be $100, and with my Macy's money on my card, they was $22. Oh no, they coming home with me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then we'll just figure it out.
Yeah. But that's what happens. The people who got a nice little budget, they see that's on sale. They go to a thrift shop. That's on sale.
Right.
And that's on sale. And that's on sale. And then you find out that you have 6 items that you bought that was on sale because you're waiting for the perfect outfit. Just know that everything will until you die, everything will be on sale. Everything will be on sale. You will always find that perfect shoe, but you have to get that outfit and match the outfit. Well, match the shoe back to the outfit. You have to get the outfit first. Always. That's the one thing a lot of women do wrong. They buy the shoe first because the shoe is beautiful. It looks cute.
Right.
It's in the nice lights. That's another thing. The store lights is a little different than how you take it back out. It doesn't look the same all the time, right? And so the store, that's another psychology piece, right? They actually design lights to be specific in boutiques so the clothes will look a certain
Absolutely.
type of way,
Oh
right?
yeah, I get that because you take it home and you're like,
It's like,
it don't look like that. It ain't look like that in the
Absolutely.
store.
Absolutely.
Your face is all like mine. It
Yeah.
ain't look like
It ain't
that.
look
But a
like that.
shoe, hold on. a shoe, you pick it up like this, baby. You're like, oh, look, and you're like, and you know how women, if you love a stiletto, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, and you're like, she is coming home with me. I'm gonna figure out whatever outfit, but she is coming home. And then you put her right there. You take a picture of it in the store, and you figure it all out. Buy the shoe first.
Yeah, because all the shoes going right up under the bed in the box.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Thoughts on fanny packs, bum bags, etc.
Yes, man. Look, guys are wearing fanny packs now.
Guys are carrying pocketbooks,
purses, and
Yeah.
you know, like you said, it's all I can say is fashion. That's all I can say about it. It's just fashion. If they like it, I love it. I'll just leave it at that. You know, you won't catch me wearing like a fanny pack, a merce. They call it man purse merce.
Right. Okay, merce.
I had one before.
I just want. You know, I'll do a duffel though. I'll do a duffel.
I can see you with a duffel.
I won't do anything smaller than. I might do a computer bag. We call it like, you know, a little a messenger bag, as they say. I might do something like that. But I won't do the purses. Yeah.
I got you. I get it. I don't like fanny. I only have one. I have a Spurgo from the Young Boy in Lansdowne. That's like, you know, shooting to be a millionaire. The bull. I use that when I'm out running and walking. If it's, you know, because it's summertime. In the wintertime I have a running jacket that's got pockets and stuff. So in summertime, you know, I want as less as possible. So, but other than that, I'm not a fanny packer. I may purchase some just to support somebody, but I'll probably never ever wear it.
Yeah, if somebody, I'll probably like now I have one of these guys, and that's another thing. Support Black. I'm with everything Black. Somebody, you know, I had this shirt on. His name, this is my man actually. He called Malik, right?
Malik.
Yeah, Malik. You know, and so that's my man. Malik. Yeah, and so, you know, support somebody who's doing. You know, support doesn't always materialize as you buying something, but it could be just shouting them out, sharing, liking, doing certain things that don't cost you anything.
Right.
I don't know where we at as a community. We just don't support each other like we should, but it's getting there. It's getting better. And so I'm excited about that.
I think it is too. I
let my man on. It's all good. That's my man.
Right. We'll let Malik see it. Because I'm going to save this video and we'll post it later. So whoever missed out and wants to check it out. So any more direct questions? Because if not, we're going to wrap up. All right, since it's been
packs, but only a certain outfit. No doubt. As a man, I'm not. I mean, again, this is my thing with men wearing. Like, I see you, Quita. Well, I let her speak before I say.
She wants to shout herself out.
Hey, you can shout yourself out 1 second, right? But this is my thing when it comes to men wearing short of women clothing, right?
Okay.
I think it's lazy. I think designers only designing the androgynous look. I think that's lazy fashion to me.
Okay.
If you're only designing for one look, which is what men would consider is like, you know, women attire or feminine attire, then you're not designing the other look.
I got you. I get it.
You know, and so it's not that I don't like it. It's just I feel like designers are being lazy and they're attributed to
metrosexual.
Yeah, metrosexual or supporting the LGBTQIA population because they're saying that they have been marginalized, which they haven't.
Right.
I just think it's lazy for the designers being lazy.
I get that. I get that. I do. I get it. Yeah. No, I definitely get it. Okay. I get it. What did Quita say?
Can I shout?
Quita is so funny. So, all right. So, Quita, if I'm going to allow you to do that, though, then I have to allow everybody else to do it too, as far as what they do. So, I don't have a problem with that. So, you can start it, and then, you know, if it's a service that you offer, let's put it that way. If it's a service that you offer and you would like to plug it, then I'll absolutely allow you to do it. So, Quita will do hers once she unmutes. If somebody does one of these, we'll pull you in and we just go around and then we can wrap it up because I probably have to go to the airport and pick somebody else's car up. I got some other things I still have to do and then head to Bryn Mawr as well as Collingdale. So, you know.
Real quick, Quita, before you do that, she said, I love Bessie Johnson. Fantastic Bessie Johnson, especially when it comes to full figures. She's dope. Not if you have big feet. I want to address that. She said, not if you have big feet. And that's the thing, when it comes to like the size 11s and 12s, it's hard to find great shoes. So again, I'm only speaking to the majority, not the minorities, right? So the majority will always have something. But when you under a certain size or over a certain size, it's certain things you have to do different.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put that in context.
Yeah, I get it. And 10s are always going by the time I get to the store.
Yes.
So here's the 10, I need y'all to slow down and make sure I get mine first. And then go ahead and God, get mine first. That's all I'm saying. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Quita. What you do?
All right. So
That's the whole time on my Zoom.
I asked, can I shout me out since y'all were talking about supporting Black businesses, because we won't nobody know about us if we don't talk about us. So services that I offer, I am a real estate agent. I am looking for new clients to help them buy, sell, or invest in real estate. I am also a hairstylist looking for new clients. I also have a moving company where I partner with U-Haul, and I am hiring for that moving company. And also I offer that service. So if you guys are ever moving and you're looking for a moving company, if Roxy will allow, I could give y'all my, like website. And like I said, it's partnered with U-Haul, and you could just go right to my site and book a job if you ever need a mover. You rent the U-Haul truck and I provide the labor. I also have a work from home business. If there's anyone that's out of work, or if you're looking for additional work, I provide opportunities for people in 43 states to work from home. And I'm sure. Oh, I also sell real designer perfume and cologne for men and women.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right. But I want to say something to Kelly too, Kelly. You gotta do your homework. Gotta do your homework. Get the Googling, get the Pinterest in, get the IG in, find those looks that you really like, and then play with them. You can go to the store, get them cheap first. Play with the look, and then you can scale up and spend some money if you want to. But you got to do the homework on you. You your own star player, right? You your own star player. And that's the thing, ladies. You your own star. Don't worry about nobody else. Just you. You are your own star player. So you got to make sure that you shine like the star that you are. Simple as that. Full stop.
That's right. Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them. Hey. No, I'm sorry. I'm still in party mode from yesterday with a hangover. My bad. All right. Shut up. I wear right. So Sade, I mean, you want to your vocals can come on if you don't want to do your video. If you want to shout out your business real quick.
No, I didn't want to shout it out. I just wanted to say, with me, I make my own. Yeah. So if I got a sneaker, there's a shirt for that.
There you go.
I got a shoe, there's a shirt for that.
Yeah.
Right. She has
majority of the time I wear my own brand. When it comes to like the fashion style, only time I might go into some type of trend is if we're doing our fashion show.
There you go.
Yep. Hers is a boutique. Y'all can check it out on Instagram and on Facebook.
And to all the business owners, all that, especially if you're corporate, you gotta spend some time on yourself if you're trying to transition. I work with a lot of men that's corporate. All they wear is suits, ties. They don't know how to wear anything leisure, right? They go back to fitteds and oversized jerseys because they don't know how to do it. You gotta understand the transition, where you are, dress according to where you are.
I'm one of those. I had to come transfer from a suit to working in a basement, wearing sweats, wearing t-shirts. I'm used to wearing a suit every day, going to the law firm. I'm going to my office with a suit. I work with a lot of around Center City. I'm trying to do my thing.
Attorneys, I work with a lot of attorneys, the women, they just
hey Dakota.
I mean, it works, yeah.
I missed you yesterday. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, and again, anybody want to shout out their business if they provide a service? You can definitely unmute yourself and do that real quick. Put your hand up so we don't have 2-3 people doing it at the same time. Because other than that, we're gonna wrap up and let Charles go home and me and Chris shut down.
Hey, just let you guys know this video was brought to you by CLA Media 11. I work for Roxi Fab Show. If you need kind of media work done, see her, call me. I'll post the number up. Also, for your business, if you need any kind of video or photography work done, I'm your man.
No doubt. And if you want to, again, you want to get in contact with me, you can just IG me at Charles Gregory. I put it in the chat already. Charles Gregory. And inbox me. You know, if you got a look that you're doing, and you kind of question, just send me a look. Inbox me, and I'll tell you if it's working or not. It's not that hard. You know, you just got to be comfortable. Because some looks that you don't think will work, if you wear it, you can pull it off if you're confident in it. You know, that's all I do.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. I think Charles go do one more. You're following your handle, all that kind of stuff, where they can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me at, again, Instagram at Charles Gregory. I got a weekly talk show. We talk weekly, so you can follow me there. Sometimes I talk fashion. But yeah, that's it. That's it. You want to find me, Charles Gregory. Google me, Charles Gregory. My big brother, RIP, he passed away. It's another Charles Gregory. And he passed away. He used to do hair. He used to work with Tyler Perry. So I had to, give him his flowers. But I'm the wardrobe stylist. He was the hairstylist. And so, yeah, that's how you can find me, Charles Gregory. Simple. I'm all over the place. You can find me. I'm here for y'all, man. I love y'all, for real. Know your magic, man. There's a lot of black men that want to support y'all. And we here for y'all all the time. Just holler at us, man.
I like it. Well, CLA Media 11 already put their phone number up there. And that's where you can follow them as well on Facebook. And did you do an Instagram yet?
Yes.
Yes, and Instagram.
CLA Media 11.
CLA Media 11. And I'm Roxi Fab. I'm your host. I thank you guys so much, ladies, rather, my fault. I thank you, ladies, so much for tuning in. I'm going to put the next one together really soon. It may be with my girlfriend who's a surgeon. We may talk about women's health or sexual health. I'm not really sure yet, but I have a whole lot of people in line to have us talk to. It'll be some women pastors are going to come on with just one night and just give us an hour of, oh my God, motivation. You know what I mean? And it's not going to be about preaching and making you change your religion or any of that. It's just motivating us. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of things that I'm excited to put together. So I hope that you will stay following and, so you can make sure that you're on the Zoom and be ready, because it's going to be really exciting. I'm so excited. So, yeah. All right. So thank you guys so much. You know where I'm at. I'm everything Roxi Fab. And I appreciate everything that you support me in. I love you. God bless you. And take care of yourself. All right. Remember, you are your own unique individual. There's nobody else in this world like you. I love y'all. Krishna, okay.